The following morning. Holy crap, why is he standing over
That's a little
me?
creepy, Doc. Waking up to you standing over me. You been watching me sleep?
We're always watching you. Now get up. We've got a lot of work to do.
Ooh, wonder who I get to kill today.
Don't be so cavalier. Your ancestors almost had the right idea, Mr. Miles. If the deaths of a few people, evil people, no less, could save the lives of thousands more, well, it seems a small sacrifice.
What do you mean, almost?
They didn't go far enough. To use a rather tired analogy, corruption is no different than cancer. Cut out the tumors, but fail to treat the source and, well, you're buying time at best. There's no true change to be had without comprehensive, systemic intervention.
Chemo for the masses.
Education, re-education, to be more precise. But it's not easy, and it doesn't always take.
Let me guess. You've got a better solution. What is it then?
Now that would be telling.
Okay, so greetings and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we start Chapter 2 of our game here of Assassin's Creed. And we get to see if we were killed or not. Because you remember the end of the last, Altier was getting a knife driven through his stomach. Though ladders might be an acceptable way of climbing, not really.
Alive. But I saw you stab me. Felt death's embrace.
You saw what I wanted you to see, and then you slept the sleep of the dead, of the womb, that you might awake and be reborn.
To what end?
Do you remember, Altair, what it is the assassins fight for?
Peace. In all things.
Yes, in all things. It is not enough to end the violence one man commits upon another. It refers to peace within as well. You cannot have one without the other.
So it is said.
So it is! But you, my son, have not found inner peace. Manifests in ugly ways. You are arrogant and overconfident.
Were you not the one to say that nothing is true and everything is permitted?
You do not understand the true meaning of the phrase, my child. It does not grant you the freedom to do as you wish. It is a knowledge meant to guide your senses. It expects a wisdom you clearly lack.
Then what is to become of me?
I should kill you for the pain you've brought upon us. Malik thinks it only fair. Your life in exchange for his brother's. But this would be a waste of my time and your talents. You'll see you have been stripped of your possessions. Your rank as well. You are a novice. A child once more. As you were on the day you first joined our order. I am offering you a chance at redemption. You'll earn your way back into the Brotherhood.
I assume you've something planned.
First, you must prove to me you remember how to be an assassin.
So you'd have me take a life?
No. Not yet, at least. For now, you're to become a student once again.
There is no need for this.
Others tracked your targets for you, but no more. From today on, you will track them yourself.
If this is what you wish.
It is.
Then tell me what it is that I must do.
We have been betrayed. Someone was assisting Robert de Sable, one of our own. You must find him and bring him here for questioning.
What can you tell me of the traitor?
Ah, but that's just it. I've given you all I will. The rest is up to you.
Okay. Holy shit. We got demoted and we lost a crap load of health. We're pretty much vulnerable to everything at this point. Going from 13 bars of health down to 4. We end up losing all our skills. Somehow. The weapons, yes, I can understand. But like the skills, I don't understand how you lose skills like that. It doesn't make any sense. Not in the slightest. So basically we're going to be taught some of the basics, or more basics of the game.
Safety and peace, Altair.
You're in my way.
Yes, Al-Mualim has asked that I assist you. Remind you how it is we hunt our prey.
I know how it works.
Be that as it may, I have no desire to disobey.
Then be quick.
The Assassin have many tools at their disposal.
Yes, yes. We can eavesdrop, we can pickpocket, or we can use violence to intimidate.
Good, you remember.
So you'd have me walk amongst the others and learn what I can about the traitor.
Yes, begin by going to the village market. That's where we first spotted the traitor.
You know who it is?
Perhaps.
Then give me a name and let's be done with it.
That's not the way it works. Now go. And remember, begin your search in the village market.
So, amongst the many skills that Altair just mentioned, the first one that we are going to do or learn about is probably the easiest of the investigative skills, eavesdropping. All you have to do is find yourself a bench close enough to where you're eavesdropping to, and sit down and listen in on a conversation. Just wish this town wasn't this goddamn big with nothing else to do. Now, I'll probably end up getting the flags for this place later on in the game. And the same thing with the other flags. I'll get them all at once. Or not all at once, but more as we progress. I won't try to do them all at once. I'll probably do them in various parts. Same thing with the Templars.
I know what I saw. Musun opened the gate. He let the Templars in.
Then you must tell Al-Mualim.
I can't. Masun did not act alone. Someone inside the fortress helped him.
What makes you say this?
He exchanges letters with someone inside. The basket weaver carries them for him.
That's no reason to stay silent.
Ah, but the weaver delivered him a letter just before the attack. I suspect it held the order to open the gate.
Then speak to the Weaver. He can name Masun's accomplice.
He's disappeared, hiding for fear of being dragged into this.
Probably inside one of his own baskets.
So now we need to find the basket weaver. Since it was the basket weaver that's presumably had the letter. We can't just go about intimidating everyone, punching everyone to death.
Please, just one. We lost everything in the attack and have no place to store our grain.
I can't right now. I'm busy.
Is this about the letter?
What letter?
The letter you received when I got here. Bad news?
I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I'll see what I can do, but please, I need to be alone right now. Come back later.
As you wish.
Alright, so we just gotta go ahead and pickpocket this guy. Alright, so the last thing we gotta do now is go and interrogate. Glad I didn't get that flag, otherwise I'm going to be wandering around for a while.
Where all might live as equals. But men like Al-Mualim would see this dream destroyed.
What is that man thinking?
I see the way you look at me. Hear the things you say. A traitor. I'm not a traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us. I see the way you look at me. Hear the things you say. A traitor. I'm not the traitor. It's Al-Mualim who's betrayed us. Today's attack was but the first. And more will follow unless you repent. Give up your wicked ways. Rise up against the madman of Masyaf. See through his lies.
I suppose I'll have to control
Enough! I yield! I yield!
Speak quickly then. I've no interest in your games. Why did you betray us? And who do you serve?
We serve the Templars. You should too. Their cause is just.
We?
Jamal. He told me of their plans. Asked me to open the gate.
You betrayed us. We, who called you brother and kept you safe from harm.
I did what I believed was right. And if you must kill me for it, so be it. I am not afraid to die.
Your fate is not for me to decide. It's Al-Mualim who will judge.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You stand accused of betraying our Brotherhood and opening the way for our enemies. How do you answer to these charges?
I deny nothing. I'm proud of what I did. My only regret is that they failed.
I offer you a chance to repent, to renounce the evil in your heart.
It is not evil in my heart, but truth. I will not repent.
Then you will die. You did well, Altair, and have earned the right to carry a blade once more.
What will become of the one who helped him?
It remains to be seen. Some do ill out of ignorance or fear. These men can be saved. Others suffer from corrupted wills, their minds poisoned and twisted. These men must be destroyed. Soon enough, we'll know what sort of man Jamal is.
I've passed your test then. What now?
Oh, my child. We've only just begun. I hold here a list. 9 names adorn it. 9 men who need to die. They are plague bringers, war makers. Their power and influence corrupts the land and ensures the Crusades continue. You will find them. Kill them. In doing so, you'll sow the seeds of peace, both for the region and for yourself. In this way, you might be redeemed.
9 lives in exchange for mine.
A most generous offer, I think. Have you any questions?
Only where I need begin.
Very well. Ride for Damas. Seek out the black market merchant named Tamir. Let him be the first to fall. Be sure to visit the city's assassin bureau when you arrive. I'll dispatch a bird to inform the Rafik of your arrival. Speak with him. You'll find he has much to offer.
If you believe it best.
I do. Besides, you cannot begin your mission without his consent.
What nonsense is this? I don't need his permission. It's a waste of time.
It's the price you pay for the mistakes you've made. You answer not only to me, but all the Brotherhood as well now.
So be it.
Take your equipment and go. Prove that you are not yet lost to us.
Okay, so 9 lives in place of mine, and we get some of our equipment back. Our sword and our hidden blade. The punishment for treason. Huh, I didn't know we can go back here. So, we got our hidden blade back, which we can't use in here. Let's just go ahead and make our way outside, where we will probably end up learning a little bit of combat. It seems students do not understand the ways of the blade.
Perhaps you could show them what you know. Okay, so you can learn some of this stuff and deflect, so... this about, let's see, you get 3 in a row. You have to do 50, so you'd have to do this at least 17 times. You can do a practice fight, but
I prefer not to do that, so let's go ahead and do that. And as I said, you can get the combo kill or combo kill achievement here as well. So let's go ahead and make our way out of town. And once we do that, we'll end this episode. So 9 lives in place of mine in order to redeem myself. And we'll end up going to Dumbass or Damas or Damascus as our first city, and if I remember correctly, it's actually quite easy. Well, of course it is. It's your first one. The first one's always going to be easy. I don't want to just put you in to the deep end without giving you any chance, so let's go ahead and grab a horse. I said grab a horse, not get behind a horse. And trample some people while we're at it. I think that was probably the only. You can go ahead and blend on a horse, but you'll end up going at such a slow speed that it's often not worth it. And you can also attack while on a horse. And don't worry, your horse is smart enough not to jump off the cliff. So you don't ever have to worry about that. Besides, I think there's probably an invisible wall there anyway. So here we are in the big, vast, open area that is known as Hyrule. I mean the kingdom. Now, we're just going to go ahead and get this viewpoint because it's going to make us get the viewpoint at some point. I don't know, if I left out here, would I be able to? I don't know, let's just go and get it while we can. Now, climbing these viewpoints, along with something else we'll do once we're in the cities, is the way we get more health. So doing these is, could say, good for your health. Lots of exercise, making your way up, but you have to get at least 15 of these in order to increase your health. So let's go ahead and have a look around. And our first viewpoint. As you can have a look on the map here, the road, I guess what we could see has been uncovered. And you can see it a little bit, but until you complete, I guess, what is this, the second chapter, or the second memory block, down here is blocked off. Here is blocked, here is blocked, and I think here is also blocked. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this, and next time, we're going to see about getting 8 Templars, and if I counted correctly, 34 of the Kingdom flags on our way to Damas. It's a little easier to do it now instead of trying to spend hours upon hours in this big, vast, empty area trying to do this. So, hopefully you'll join me for the beginning of the great Easter egg hunt, and I will see you then.